Hey, what is up, Digifams? It's Lilithmon for game here, and we're bringing you a match between Security Control and Lilithmon Loop. So my opponent's gonna go ahead and go first. He hatches, and unfortunately he misses the rookie. Hard plays at level 4, putting me at 4. I went ahead and Digivolve into my Salamon, so that one's ready for whenever I need it. I play Izzy, top 3 check, and organize the cards that I want to put. And from here I was debating if I wanted to go and leave Iron Fist on top and just hard play Magnanimon, but that would bring him to 7 memory. So I went ahead and just put Magnanimon on top, and I went ahead and played the Dual Tamers so I can go ahead and start off with 5 memories if he has 2 or more Digimon, passing him to 4. My opponent still doesn't have the rookie, unfortunately, so he evolves into Wargramon, and that's pretty much he can really do from there. Then he goes into Titamon, putting me to 3. While he's gonna go ahead and resolve the effect so I can have 2 Digimons on board. But now my Dual Tamer is gonna proc off, and I get an additional 2 memories, starting off with 5 during my turn. And from here, debating what I wanted to play. I believe I hard played the Magnanimon. Yep, hard play that so I can go ahead and put the second card that I knew on top of my security stack, passing my opponent to only 2 memory. And then from here, my opponent's debating if he wants to go ahead and swing just so he can clear off that first check, because we both know what that is already. Playing against a security control player, you gotta plan your steps ahead just so you don't mess up. So what he did is just Digivolve into Skullgreymon, putting me to 3, but bringing me to 5 with a Dual Tamer. From here, I'm debating what I wanted to do. I believe I pop up another Izzy. Yeah, I pop up another Izzy, and then from here, I end up looking at the top 3, and I'm thinking of leaving it at first, looking at my hand, just making sure I don't want to make a mistake into my draws or into my stack. So yeah, I did go ahead and put it back all the way it was before. Then I play another Dual Tamer so I can go ahead and start off with 7 next turn, as long as he has 2 or more Digimons on board. He went ahead and actually got the rookie this time, and then Digivolves it after into Promote. And then my opponent's debating whether if he wants to swing or not over here. So what he does, he actually does swing, but I believe he does a cost, but he won't go ahead and do the effect because I believe it's a you may. Oh no, I take that back. I think it's due to inheritable, but he's not gonna go ahead and do the other effect. So he checks for 1, hits into Iron Fist, which deletes it because that's a high play cost. Deletes all high play costs. He's left for the Skullgreymon, and from here he actually needs to resolve the effect, which I'm not too crazy about. Effects have to happen anyway; they don't miss. And then from here, he goes ahead and evolves his Promote into Skullgreymon again in his breeding area, passing me back to 3. Unfortunately, I don't get the additional 4 memory just because he only has 1 Digimon on board. Then I was debating if I wanted to go ahead and Digivolve my Magnanimon into Magnanimon, which I did. Got off the draw, and then I wanted to go ahead and swing. I had an additional 1000 power because of my security stack. I also did have Lilithmon in hand, so I wanted to go ahead and proc up the effect, get that additional security again. Unfortunately, I died to his first check, which is a Titamon, but that's perfectly fine. Then over here, I'm going to go ahead and play Reinforcing Memory Boost, passing him to 6. I top check the 2, and I go ahead and add the Magnanimon again and put Weapon Spread on top of my security. Now my opponent knows that there's something that he has to deal with at first. So I believe he's going to leave his Skullgreymon in his breeding area and attack with his first Skullgreymon. Yep. He has to resolve the effect first. I mean, we both know what that card is, so it doesn't really matter. He just wants to clear that out. Yeah, so after clearing that out with Skullgreymon being in the trash, he goes ahead and hard plays a Promote, swinging to my Salamon, which is unfortunate because I need those Salamons. But right now we're actually looking pretty healthy. We're still at 5 checks, pretty much how we started with the game. And from here on out, I believe he just passed his turn. He doesn't want to overextend the memory. I mean, putting me at 3 is okay, but once I have my Tamers set in play, it's kind of set in stone for me. I just have to control the tempo. Swing with Lilithmon, get that Promote out of the way. Passing him back to 3, I didn't want to overextend my memory to him because he has no Tamer on board, so this is perfectly fine on my end. My opponent is debating if he wanted to bring out the Raising, but I believe he leaves it and hard plays another Digimon. I'm not too sure which one he played over here, but what it looks like it's going to be is the level 5. Yeah, it was going to be the level 5 Wargramon. Plays that, puts me at 5, and now I'm debating what I want to do here because I'm looking at my hand and it's kind of, I'm in like an awkward position, so I just went ahead and swing into security, checking it off. Lilithmon lives. counting how much memory will it take for me to just memory choke him at this point. But I'm gonna go ahead and play Wyvern's Breath, putting him at 3 again, because it's just like as if he has a tamer, nothing really too crazy. I should have maybe waited for him to promote that out so I can play Wyvern's Breath on his Mega. As you see, he can play Jack Raid, but he accidentally puts it back in hand. I asked where his Jack Raid went, and he's like, oh, my bad. So he digivolves into Lilithmon, and of course everyone knows how the Lilithmon loop works. Pretty much Lilithmon adds 2 options back to hand, and then you can play an option and gain 2 memory off of that. So I believe he's going to go ahead and proc Jack Raid. No, he's going to swing into my Lilithmon first. Okay. I know he wants to maximize the value of it, so I believe he's actually going to go ahead and play it now. So it'll give him 1 plus 2 more, so it brings him to 4 memory because he was at 1. And then from here, he hard plays, puts me at 3. And now this is where both my dual tamers shine, because it's just going to give me 4 memories at the start of my turn, which brings me to 7. Then I have reinforcing memory boost if I wanted to go to 10. But I went ahead and just played Iron Fist, put him at 1, destroying the highest play cost again, which is Lilithmon. Pretty much I have control over this board state. He is going to go to do the discard, and Skullgreymon comes back under as a material just because he got popped off by being trashed. And then it's his turn now. He went ahead and hatched. Doesn't have the rook, I believe, otherwise he would have played it by then. Debating what he wants to do. I don't know if he hard plays or digivolves, but he plays Takumi, putting at me at 3. He doesn't want to overextend the memories again. I'm here thinking how I'm gonna get more Digimons out on the board. So I'm not too sure, but I should have started cycling through my Salamon even though I had high recovery, which I did. I realized that I should have done that a little bit earlier. Gonna go ahead and try to go for the swing. If it dies, it's fine. If it lives, it's whatever. But of course it's gonna die. It's only 2k. Effects on proc just because I have more than 3 security. And then over here I'm gonna go ahead and play this card that everyone, even including me, mispronounces. I'm just gonna call it Shawarma. Putting him at 5. Debating what he wants to play. Hard plays the Imp for 3. Doesn't do the effect if I'm not mistaken because it's a Yume. Digivolves over to a level 4, putting him at 0. And from here he also digivolves again, putting me at 3. Only has 1 Digimon on board, so my memory doesn't proc. I had another Salamon a long time ago in hand, so decided to finally get the draw off that. Deciding what I want to do next. I'm not too sure if I wanted to play my memory boost, but I think I didn't. Okay, I did. And then I played Wyvern's Breath so I just cleared the board again, making it hard for him to start stacking up. He hard plays a blocker, Vilemon, with cost of 5, putting me back at 3. Just at 3, just because, you know, it is what it is. Pass him back to 1 with my Mechanoramon. So now we're playing the blocker game for 1 turn. Over here, he's debating what he wants to do again. He doesn't have another rookie. He digivolves his Wargroundmon into Vilemon, and then it's my turn. I draw him back at 3 memory. I believe I'm just gonna play a reinforcing memory boost over here, putting him back to 3. I get to top 2 check. I put this War on top of my check, and I add the Orismon back to my hand. Just in case he spams another level 5, I can just hard play that if I run out of options. He finally gets the rookie, he digivolves it, and now he's trying to play around Zwart. He Jack Raids, gains the additional memory due to a heavy stack of trash. Goes into Lilithmon. Lilithmon will cycle both the Jack Raids again. And I believe he's going to play another one. He's going to get 2 plus another 2, which will bring him at 6 if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yep. He goes back to 6. Then from here, he's going to go ahead and play... Is it another one? Okay, yeah. He just wanted to maximize the memory. Ooh, he plays Mega Fusion. goes into Onimon's Wart. Mills his 3 after the draw. Then he's gonna summon 2. I think his first choice would always be Promote or Wargroundmon, which the Wargroundmon's first. Yep. Okay, and then the Promote. Then Promote will proc his effect on play, grabbing 2 to put under as a material. Gains the additional memory, puts him at 9. And this is where I started getting scared because I underestimated the power of the memory loop. And since he has 9 memory to work with, he can still do a lot of things after his attacks. So he's gonna swing with Promote first. He knows what it is, so we're already popping off Zwart. He knows Promote's not gonna die. Gains the additional memory again because of Inheritable, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna go ahead and trade it off first because I know my Mechanurmon's gonna die sometime sooner in the game, so I might as well just trade it off now. And from there, he was thinking like, oh, maybe I should have swung with Zwart first. He hard plays M, putting him at 7. Does the effect this time. Again, it's a Yume, so you can choose what to do and what to do. And since he grabbed that Lilithmon, he's gonna go ahead and Digivolve his Black Rock Ramon into another Lilithmon. Lilithmon will go ahead and grab him the 2 options, which I'm assuming should be both Jack Rates. Yep. He's gonna play Jack Rate again. He's gonna count his trash. I believe there should be more than 20, at least 23, 25. Yep. He's gonna gain 2 plus 2, so brings him to 8, and then another 2 to 10. He just wants to maximize the value out of his Jack Rates at this point. And then Zwart's gonna come in and try and swing. Does his effect. My Zwart comes out from security. Now he's thinking what he wants to do next. I'm not too sure what he did in this part, just because there was a lot of things that were happening, especially with 10 memory on his end. Technically 20 if he wants to utilize all 20. He plays that option card that's cost 4, which brings back, I believe, 1 Digimon? Level 5 or lower. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But he does bring out Promote. And Promote will go ahead and gain his materials. And he will gain Rush. On attack, he'll gain the memory too. But he's not going to do that. He's actually going to go ahead and just Digivolve to Skullgreymon. Now, Skullgreymon doesn't have the Rush effect anymore. And he goes into another Lilithmon. And then from here, I'm really like scared. Because now that he has that option again where he can bring back another Digimon from the waiting room, plus he has another Jack Raid, counting his trash again just to make sure he doesn't miscalculate, putting him to 5 memory again, and then after that he plays his cost 4 option, which will get him another Promote, making this free. Now this is the power of Lilithmon, guys. You do not want to underestimate the power of the loop because once they have it going, they can OTK you. Promote will go ahead and gain that back, and I believe, yeah, Omnimon Zwart's gonna go and swing. Eden Javelin kicks in. I drew off the card, minusing 1k for each card in my hand. I believe I had more than enough. I had more than 6, that's for sure. And that was just enough to kill Promote. And then from there, 4 checks to his 2 checks. He has 3 Digimons. I only have Zwart. I don't have Ty and Matt on the board, which doesn't gain that double check. Because if I did, that would have been game next turn. So he's going to go ahead and put himself to 0 by hard playing that Rook. He's going to go ahead and put me at a 3. Now I'm going to be at 7 just because he has more than 2 Digimons for sure. But I think from here, he's down to his last 2 cards in deck. So I'm just going to go ahead and opt into swing. But I was also debating what I wanted to do first, just in case if he can go for a full push, in case my checks weren't that good. So Zwart will swing first. And then Solomon will swing. Solomon will die. No effects will happen after. I'm not too sure what I wanted to do from here, because I still had that reinforcing memory boost, and I wanted to clear off board. So, I forgot I played this card, Tactical Retreat. I went ahead and put my Zwart back in just so I can save myself from another check, which will be free. And I did have the yellow memory boost, which made me go ahead and play that option card from hand, which saved me, because I totally forgot if I didn't have the yellow, that would have messed me up. Then I go ahead and play Orismon and hard play it just so I can delete his level 5 Digimon, or less. Now he has 3 swings to my 5 checks. And he swings with that free. He wanted to go ahead and resolve an effect first, but it's fine. We both know what that card is. I just went ahead and put it back. And then Zwart will come out, thinking what he wants to do next, because I believe he's down to his last card for this turn. And I have 2 swings. He has no blockers. Really thinking what he can do from here. Is there a way he can push for game? At this point, we were just discussing like what's the possibilities or the outcomes that could happen, just because he needs to swing 5 times or have one with double check and swing for 4 times. He only has 1 card in deck left, if I'm not mistaken. He's gonna go ahead and swing with the rookie, losing that memory. I popped an ulti flare. Ulti flare, I was debating which one I wanted to flare, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Lilithmon that's standing, just because I don't want that extra check in. I know there's a possibility where he can loop it somehow. Goes into Swart. Swart's not going to be able to mill. He has no deck anymore. He goes to 0. He's going to summon out 2 more Digimons. I think it was double promote. Was it double promote? No, I'm not quite too sure actually. He was debating. Oh no, he was looking through his trash to see if he had any extra materials that he can throw with promote again. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Yeah, he does have 2 promotes on board, so that's 3 swings through my 3 checks. And from here, we're just discussing like, yeah, if I had not hit that Lilithmon, it would have been different. So yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and put that there. Gains that memory. He's back at 1. And now he's deciding which one he wants to swing with first, but I think he's just gonna go ahead and swing with the inheritable. He's gonna gain that memory. He's gonna go ahead and do the effect, resolve it. Then security check, Mechanoramon, 6k matches to a 6k, so that dies. Security check once more with another promote. I recover +1, so that saved me. And then from there, he's just gonna scoop it from here, because all he can do from here is just evolve into that Titanmon, passes it to my turn, and he has promote. He has no blockers, so that's gonna conclude for the first game. So we're going into game 2. My opponent decides to let me go first, which, you know, for every security control player, that's their worst nightmare. Because, you know, there's nothing we can really much do on our end. Now, you see I have the Salamon. I digivolved it into Raising. Debating what I want to play. It's either I play a blocker or Ty and Matt, but I went ahead and played the Mechanoramon just so I can stop any rookie rush from happening. Because with security control, you pretty much just want to kill their security as soon as possible. That's how you're going to win. He went ahead and didn't whiff the rookie, digivolves all the way up to Skull Greymon, which is really good. I went ahead and played Ty and Matt, passing him to 3 memory. Then from there, he's debating if he wanted to bring it out, but he just left it in Raising. Hard plays a level 3 for the cost of 3, which is the Goblinmon. And he's going to go ahead and digivolve his level 3 into level 4, passing 2 to my turn. I draw, debating what I wanted to do again, but since I have yellow, I might as well just play the Reinforcing Memory boost. There's the Eden's Javelin and the Magnadramon. I added Magnadramon to my hand, of course, and put the Eden's Javelin to my security. He's gonna swing there. That's gonna pop. I get the draw. I make him lose power. That Digimon gets deleted. He just wanted to verify, so I was reading the card text and making sure the main effect activates too. And then from here, I believe he's just gonna go ahead hard play another Digimon. Since he left the Skull Greymon in breeding, nothing much you can really do from here. Just proc off the effect of the draw, because we don't miss those effects. And then we were just discussing like how he can play around security, and he goes for the hard plague of cost 5, putting me at 1. I just went ahead and moved my reinforced memory boost down to the bottom just so I don't forget to use it, and then I went ahead and used it anyways. I miscounted the memory. My opponent was nice enough to give me 1 extra memory back because it was 3 instead of 2. Top check the 2, add Magna Angemon back to my hand, and put the Schwarmer to the top of my security. Because they're both going to come to my hand anyway, so I might as well get something that's more beneficial. He goes ahead and swings, add that to my hand. And then he's going to play Black War Groundmon, putting me at 1. Again, I'm getting choked over here, so I'm going to put my memory boost back to 4. No, I'm actually just moving it down, and I'm going to go ahead and hard play Iron Fist since it's both the same cost. It deletes all highest play costs. And that puts him at 7, which makes me reset the board for him, and now I'm in control again with the tempo. It's just that he has more memory. He's doing the effect where he had to discard. So now it's his turn. He draws, puts the rookie, draws, puts the Valmon to draw again, and he finally has the stack in his breeding area, putting him to 2, which is really good. I mean, he has it ready for next turn. And then I believe he's gonna go ahead and just... Oh no, he didn't. He didn't hard play. He just went ahead and just digivolved his Titamon on breeding, keeping it safe. Put me to 5 with the reinforce. Play Izzy. Izzy's gonna organize the top 3. I'm not too sure what I wanted to do on this one, but I believe I put the Iron Fist on top. I think I left as it is. No, I put the Sakoyamon in the middle, and then Iron Fist on the top. Then I'm gonna go ahead and play Magna Angemon just so I can put that on top of my security. Now he has to deal with Iron Fist, unfortunately. And now he's debating if he wanted to swing or just leave it, but he did bring it out. We were talking about the memory gauges because we just wanted to make sure that we didn't miscount for any memories. Hard plays Imp, puts him at 3. Then with Imp's effect, he trashes the Skull Greymon. Skull Greymon will come back since it was trash and it will be under as a material now. Tectomon's going to go ahead and swing. Iron Fist hits. He's going to go ahead and delete that. He's going through his hand, checking what he needs to do. He's going to go ahead and rush the swing, but I'm going to go and block with Mechanoramon. Which was smart. I totally forgot that it had retaliation. So my Mechanoramon died. I thought it was going to restand. That was a misplay on my end. So that was pretty good. Then he's deciding what to play next. I think from here, as you know, from how the board state's going to be, you're just going to have to keep hard playing. Because it doesn't matter how much memory I have. If it's my turn, I'm going to capitalize on it unless I have nothing to really use. So he hard plays these 7 costs. I digivolve into Sakoyamon, which -3 checks breeding. Swing because I had the extra power, so I'm at 12. And then security loses -3k. Then I play Eden's Javelin to go ahead and delete it by power, reducing it to 0. He hatches, digivolves into the rookie. He has 5 memory to work with. Deciding next on what he wants to do. Now, from our last game, I learned that I needed to not overextend too much memory to him, just so he can not, keep producing those memory loops. But he's gonna go for the promote. Promote's gonna get those memory back with the inheritables. He's gonna do the inheritable effect to, I believe, trash. Yeah. Then he's gonna swing. That's gonna go to my hand. Yeah, so after that swing, he's debating what he wants to do next. Does he either hard play or digivolve? He does digivolve from his breeding into a promote. And deciding what he needs to do next. Oh man, I can see it from here. There's 2 Zwarts in his hands, unfortunately. I could be wrong. He just passed his turn. Yeah. Not looking too well on his end, unfortunately. I used my Sakoyamon to swing into security. I should have swung into the promote, but I realized I had Trauma in hand, and Trauma's just gonna go ahead and delete that anyways. Passing him back to 4. My Sakoyamon lives because it's a cost 11? No, cost 12. Excuse me on that. Promotes his promote, and debating what he wants to do again, really thinking how is he going to clear these security checks, because it's just one bad check after the other. He hard plays his rook, goes into a level 4, puts him at 0, still his turn. Then he's going to go ahead and swing with his promote to my security with -3 checks due to Sakoyamon's effect. He just wants to go ahead and proc off the effect of his inheritables so he can get the draw and discard, trying to fix his hand, if I'm not mistaken. Fortunately, it won't get deleted, so the Egg's inheritable won't work. And then really looking through his hand, not looking well actually. He's gonna go ahead and hard play. Looks like he's gonna hard play. Yeah, he hard plays the Impmon, putting me back to 3. He's gonna go ahead and discard to add. So you wanna added Lilithmon, if I'm not mistaken. So I swung with Sakoyamon. Unfortunately, I checked a Zwart, which is 15 -3k, and that leaves it to 12. My Sakoyamon was only 12, short 1k DP. I went ahead and played Shormer again since I had black, deleting all 7 cost or less. which went ahead and worked out on my favor, resetting the board. He's just resolving his effects. Now it's his turn. He hatches, Digivolves into another Rook. He's at 4 memory to work with. I'm just checking like what's my next plan of attack. I have a lot of cards in hand. I forgot what I had in this match actually. He's gonna go ahead and play the Tamer, put me at 3. Then looks like I'm just gonna promote my Salamon from here, even though I still have more than 3 checks. No, I'm gonna go ahead and play Digimon to pass him back to 4, getting back to 5 checks, which is pretty healthy. Pretty much how we started off with the game. He's debating what he wants to do here again. Really, with a security control, when you're challenging a security control, it really is just the thinking game. How do you want to plan your next attack? How are you going to clear it off? How can you recover and maintain tempo? So he Digivolves into breeding, and then he hard plays a Gabu. I promote my Salmon. I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve my Magnangemon to Magnangemon. I'm going to go ahead and swing to security. Skill of that, I'm going to go ahead and play the Lilithmon, put me at 6 security. Unfortunately, I hit a Jack Raid, so it passes it to his turn. I believe his Tamer resets him to 3. Yeah, it should reset him to 3. We're going to fix that soon. Which is quite unfortunate. I was thinking I can put him to 0 checks and game him next turn. But looking with what he wants to play next, it looks like he's deciding to Digivolve into a Titanmon. He is at 3. Yeah, we fixed that. We're also discussing like how can he actually solve this board and clear off my checks. He does need to delete a Digimon on my end to go ahead and have another turn, because if he doesn't, I can just swing in for game. Goes into Lilithmon, puts him at 0, which is good. He's gonna recover 2 of each Jack Raids, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And he plays the Jack Raid. He's gonna go ahead and gain so much. Look at that, he's back at 5. That's 3 plus 2. And then another 2. Oh no, another 3. So that's 8. This man just said, hey, I can gain 8 memory from 0. Want to see what happens? And then he plays a Zwart. Knows the 3. He's going to go ahead and try and proc off 2 Digimons from his trash. Then when I saw this, I was just like, okay, he's going to try and repeat the combo again. But no, he brings out a Skullgreymon. 1 promote. Promote will have 1 inheritable. Or is he looking for the other one? Yeah, he's looking. Yeah, there you go. He has both inheritables. He gains the additional memory. Now we're deck checking, and he's down to his last card, if I'm not mistaken. At this point, I'm not too sure what I would do on his end. But, you know, he's the pilot, so we'll see what happens. He's going to go and swing with Zwart, bouncing back Liv, deleting my Lucimon, which is really good. Deletes a Digimon. Deciding what he wants to do next. Nope, he's just going to swing for 1 check. Wyvern's Breath's going to activate. I'm going to go ahead and hit his level 5 because I don't want him Digivolving into another Lilithmon. So, and he has a level 3 and a level 4 on the board, so he's going to have to climb back up. I know he burned out his Jack Raids. So promote will swing, deleting that. I hit a recovery plus 1. And I'm back at 5 checks like nothing happened. Checking through my hand, seeing just in case what I have for next turn. Looking through his hand. Not too really sure what he can do from here on out, just because he still needs to attack me 6 times. Down to 1 card in deck. He has only 1 security check left. He's gonna go ahead and hard play the promote. Promote puts me at 1. But promote effect will go ahead and gain the 2. The inheritables. And from there, I think he just wanted to see what else he can do before he ended his turn, because he's gonna go to my turn. I'm gonna swing, and then, yep. And then from here, I have the ultimate flare in hand, debating if I want to use it or not. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use it, putting him at 3. I'm going to go ahead and choose this Wart just because Lilith was bounced back to its effect. So it's going to hit the 5 and the 4, dropping it to 3. And he has 1 card in deck, so that's going to make them the inheritable duty draw and discard, and that should be game due to deck out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be posting more up soon. This will be Lilithmon for Game signing out. Thanks guys.